from Insidious.
Yeah, Insidious Gaming going with that triple AMX13 plus 2 Pershing. It might have been a new strategy they picked up while they were gone last week and during the break. So I'm really just curious to see how they play with this setup. It's going to be a tough kind of call for them, especially the setup they have on UAD.
Well, and especially against, especially against You Are Dead as well, who usually don't make any mistakes, so to speak. All right, so just for clarification's sake here, You Are Dead starting down to the south, and their opponents, Insidious Gaming, to the north.
So we do see a pretty standard movement coming out from You Are Dead early on. They are moving towards the center of the hill, not forsaking the Eastern Railway just yet. They are using, they are sending both Godcow 1 and Nomi right to the center of the map just to get some early scouting down. And they have not spotted any of the Insidious members. So I'm guessing that Insidious have actually made it over to the eastern side. And yeah, they actually have.
Yeah, they have. And this is the smart thing to do considering their setup. You definitely don't want to roll out straight up, straight down the middle of the field, considering the opposition. So yeah, they're spreading out towards the eastern front, whereas we can see UAD just slowly but surely proceeding towards the west road. So it's going to be pretty much a classic split on this map.
Yeah, and I have a feeling this set is going to be slightly drawn out because of the positioning of both these teams. They're kind of on opposite sides of the map, and with that railway kind of cutting the map in two, it's going to be hard to see a full-out frontal engagement. We are going to see a lot of long-range poke going down, and that is what's going to decide who wins this set. Already, some shots being fired, both tanks missing, both Death Skies and Legacy Journey missing their shots.
Yeah, it's just Death Skies with a Pershing trying to get a crack shot in behind like those wagons, but just a little bit too much distance here really to get some decent accuracy.
Yeah. And the T1s,
I think it's going to be very important for ISG to whenever they decide to move out, to put some pace into their maneuvers. Otherwise, they really have to outmaneuver. Their only option is to outmaneuver UAD with their heavier setup. Otherwise, they're just going to walk into just obliteration, really.
Yeah, and I like what Insidious Gaming have done, though, is moving to the eastern island, and actually they progress also a little bit south as well. They have control of the hilltop. The only thing they got to be careful of, though, is these tanks on the Red Dead side that are actually moving up the western road right now. If those tanks get control of this kind of northern area, then it's going to be extremely hard for Insidious Gaming to come back and defend a possible base capture. And especially those tanks on the hilltop won't be any use because they're way too far.
Indeed, indeed. More than anything, I think ISG really has to watch out not to lose any of those 1390s early on, because otherwise this game goes out pretty much. And they really have to protect those tanks.
Yeah, and the thing is, You Are Dead can, if You Are Dead force Insidious Gaming into an even engagement to where the playing field is pretty even, You Are Dead are almost like
guaranteed to win. Yeah,
guaranteed to win just due to the nature of their lineup. They have many more hit points, much more armor, slightly more firepower as well. And due to that, if this comes to an even engagement where there's no clear advantage, then You Are Dead are definitely going to come out on top.
Yes, indeed. And UAD is not making the mistake of leaving one of their heavier tanks alone.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just all three tanks are actually regrouped. You can see like both T-32s, and that's probably a T-69 to the west road.
Yep, it is.
So definitely not leaving anything to chance here. We did see like Dr. Y taking some damage earlier on, but that was only like splash. Like it's just maybe 100 or even less than that. So really just not too detrimental.
Insidious Gaming here have moved more towards the southern part. They're actually just all along the railway at this point. No real
that's
kind of
really
concentrated.
You know what? Unlike UAD, it's just really crucial for them not to take significant damage earlier on, because that's going to sacrifice one of those tanks to the front lines, really. Yeah. And you know what? It's just really, it's going to be crucial for them to maintain this front on the railway without suffering too much damage.
You Are Dead actually moving over here to the eastern part of the map. They have moved into the field. They do have some cover from these ridges here. Godcow 1 and Nomi moving in first in their AMX-13s. They are going to go...
doing their scouting job, providing vision as well. They can't cross just yet, otherwise they're really going to get shot. Godcow 1 really has to be careful here.
Yeah, most definitely. So Nomi actually going to finish off Nisa here. Nisa going to be first blood. Oh no!
Oh no!
What were you doing over there, Nisa?
Nisa, why are you? He's always the first one to get shot. Like that's a tradition, really, that hasn't changed that much. We're just kidding, Mike. Just,
yeah, unfortunately, yes.
He's gonna hate us.
He is. I can kind of see his face right now.
So can I.
Oh God.
Yeah, rolling his eyes
Yeah.
once again. Just Phil, what are you doing? Just stop talking about me.
He did trade his life for a little bit of damage in the COD count one. Actually, that guy took a little bit of damage, so fairly the trade definitely going in favor.
Yeah, no, exactly, because that Pershing like really has to stay alive once again, needless to say, and it did take significant damage, as a matter of fact. I'd say about 200 to 300. So yeah, one more shot and that tank's going to be in trouble. So really has to watch out. Once again, I am not convinced by ISG's tank pick. Really, I'm not, because they can't come out in the open, otherwise you're going to get cut in half.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 2 AMX-13s I can completely understand. And sometimes there are times where you do go with 3, but if you go with 2 or more AMX-13s, I mean, from my own perspective, I feel like you have to balance that out with something heavier.
Well, they don't have any tanking option, do they? I mean, because the Pershing is a very decent medium tank for its class to just take damage, but at the same time, really, it's just it doesn't give you any room for mistakes facing T-32s. Oh, look at that though! Just some really decent damage that was inflicted onto, I believe that's Dr. White. Yeah, Dr. White's almost down.
Yeah. Dr. White down to less than 300 now.
Yeah, and he didn't realize that that guy was actually shooting at him. And look at that, you got C-Chai now lining up, maybe for
one
the
more
kill.
shot.
Yeah, maybe for the kill. Look at that, C-Chai's just lining up like right there.
Yep.
Can you get him? Oh,
no,
he survived.
actually, Dr. Y is still alive. The base capture also going down for You Are Dead. So You Are Dead have the slightest advantage. They still have a slight tier point advantage, but look at this. Death Sky is also in danger now.
Yeah.
Nomi trying to finish him off here with his autoloader. He is outmaneuvering completely Death Sky.
Yeah,
there he goes.
Down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not good news at all, actually, because Dr. Y survived, and Numi is in trouble here, but
Oh, Numi gets taken out.
Yeah, Numi went down.
Very nice job coming out from Elite here, tying up the playing field.
Yeah, but Elite's going to go down as well.
He's going to go down.
Elite's going to go down, so there you go. They can still tie this up, obviously.
But they have to look at this base capture, up to 70, almost 80% now. If Insidious Gaming don't come back right now and delay this base capture, they're going to lose.
They won't, because Grits is going down right here. Yeah, there you go. Goodbye, Grits. So that means only C-Chai and Nikolai are left, and yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Once again, like.